Hello, welcome back. And on the last episode, we left off with these old man Imu shocks going into my vehicle. So today we are going to start off with lighting. So lighting is very important, right? So I started off with changing my reverse lights so I could see a little better when backing up into some LEDs because I couldn't really see with the lift. Here's a bit of a demonstration with it. I know it's light out, not very great, but we can see it light up right there, which is a lot better than what the old HIDs were doing. As well, my fog lights went out, so I decided to change one of them out into LEDs as well. And coming with fog lights, I also changed my headlights. I had to work on getting the old ones out, which was really easy. I just had to flip over this lever and grab and take it out basically, and it came right out. And getting the new ones in, they're LEDs as well, which I probably should have went with HIDs because I couldn't see what to all the snow. But I mean, it was alright. The installation went a little harder because I had to get around the little heat sink there, but other than that I just had to put the clip back in and it was good. I then also changed or put in this little external fuse box so that I could add some additional lighting. I ran it with some 16 gauge wire originally, but that I also had these wrong size connectors. These were for like 10 to 12 gauge, not 16 gauge, and I didn't know if 16 gauge was going to be good or not for what I was running, so I took that originally since it was also too big for my little post, and I cut two chunks off of it, or a chunk off of it at the front, and I basically just tapped it down with a hammer to make a closed end. I know it's not a permanent fix, but it'll do for the beginning. I also later went and changed my transmission fluid. So first things first, I started out by cleaning out my materials, getting them ready and prepped. Then I came and I drained the fluid, right? It took a long minute. So while I was letting it drain, I was cleaning up my mess that I made down there while pulling the plug, cleaning off the plug, getting everything prepped, and we were still going. I changed it because I didn't know when was the last time it was changed. I know there's a filter and stuff on here, which I'm going to be changing at the intervals of the timing chain, or not timing chain, but timing belt. Next came adding in the fluid. I got out roughly about 2 3/4 ounces or quarts of fluid. If you can see, I'm dumping a bit down there, so I later just decided that I should remove this red piece here and just use the actual funnel, which I should have done from the get-go. But I mean, it was worth a shot. It gave me a little bit extra length, and I mean, you live, you learn, right? So adding the fluid was a slow, tedious process. There's the first 2 quarts. Everything else I had to fine-tune and did later. But anyway, there's a before and the after picture of what was done. The fluid before wasn't all that bad. After that, though, I did take a trip. I went skiing up in Powder Mountain, Utah, which was a beautiful trip. I got to test the Sequoia in the snow. I'm naming her Bessie. And it was a fun trip. Everything's still looking about the same as it was prior. I got future things planned on it right now, and I just took a few pictures of it in the snow here. Not a fan of these big Goodrich KF2s in snow, but I mean, hey, what can I say? Also, I threw in this 4Runner that I saw there was snow tracks. I thought that was pretty cool. And as a bit of a surprise here, I threw a code. I don't have the footage, but luckily it was just an O2 sensor, which made things really easy. Alrighty, so thank you, and goodbye. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you.